Good morning, everyone. I'm Lola Rist with LolaRist.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I want to share with you a card today about Elephant Parade and some good news we heard this weekend. So give me a minute or two to get this pulled up on my computer. Always have to wait a few seconds for it to pop up in my own news feed so that I can make sure we are good to go. Why is that not opening? Let's see here. Morning, Arla. Oh, there we are. Arla, it is so nice to look outside today and see beautiful sunshine. Love it. I hope it's better for you too. Huh. Okay, it's there. Give me a second. There we are. Now that should pull up all my... Oh, it's chilly there. It's a little cool. I have to admit, it's a little cool here too, but it'll be fine. We'll survive. Good morning, Tina. Nice to have you with us. I'm sure you're holding that beautiful little baby girl. I don't know that I could get much done, Tina, having that grandbaby at the house all the time. I think I'd be wanting to hold her all the time. So we're going to do a new card today with using the set of Elephant Parade. And I'm going to do a pop-up card. I've never done one before, but I'm going to try one. Hey, Linda Miller, nice to have you with us too. Guys, we have had a busy, busy weekend. Let me turn this around and get kind of going here. I really hate to turn it around because all my messages show on my phone, but they never show all of them on my computer. Because all I have here is good morning from Arla. Anyhow, okay, so we're going to turn this around and get ourselves going here. Give me a second. I have never gotten involved with the whole newfangled switching from one computer camera to another camera. I just kind of like flipping it. And quite honestly, if I don't flip it the right way, I can't guarantee that I'm going to have it aimed the right direction. So we're going to use this morning the Elephant Parade. Elephant Parade is in the new annual catalog, and I'm going to be truthful. You know, I've always said I am not a real cutesy. So you don't see a lot of the stamp sets that are real cute. Like I have the hedgehog, and I've used it one time, and who knows if I'll use it again. I wanted it because I was working on punches that week. So this one here is Elephant Parade. And even though it doesn't say it's just a baby card or baby set, because it has a sweet little one in here, we know it works. And of course, it's a little infant elephant, and those are just adorable. So when I opened my case this morning, I discovered I had a broken case. If you ever have that happen, guys, let your demonstrator know or call Stampin' Up! Because they will replace things like this free of charge. You shouldn't have a stamp set that has a case broken and will never stay closed. So that will be calling them here before or after we're done, telling them I need a new stamp case. There's also the matching dies to them. There's the 3 elephant dies of the baby. There's a leaf, there's a mouse, the balloon, a couple of butterflies, a couple of little bows, and then you have the little peanuts. And I'm not sure what that is. Oh, it's a flower. I see it now. I see the stamp. So it's a flower. So it has all of the images in the stamp set in the dies. Okay, so if you've never been with me before, on Monday morning, I craft on the fly. I've got it in my head what I'm going to do, but I maybe don't have one to show you. And so it may work and it may not work. So I'm going to go on ahead and I've cut out my cards. I'm going to use mint macaron, and I'm going to use So Saffron, and then I'm also going to use the fern, and which wasn't really babyish, but when you think of the baby, the elephant kind of in the jungle and the whole fern, I can just see the fern and the little baby sticking his head out from under the fern. I also am going to use the deckled dies. I love any kind of labels, especially if I can get basic shapes such as, and let me bring this down just a hair. If I can bring down, use anything that's got a neat edge to it. And the deckled dies has exactly that. It has multiple sides. I went with a mint macaron. And then the next level down is this one. And I'm not one that likes, I don't like the large mats around. I prefer smaller mats. So I just simply went in and I measured it and I cut a So Saffron mat, and then I will pair the white on top of it to get my 3 layers. Even though the So Saffron is not a decal look, I think it will still work. Oh, Linda, I will cheer you up. You just have to stay with me to hear my news at the end. So I hate that you're still coughing. You've had a rough year. And congratulations on your grandson. Did I hear right? He was graduating, correct? So here we go. We're going to start with mint macaron, and I have my card base, and I want to go on ahead and I want to really add the inside and make this another layer. So I'm going to go on ahead and bring that yellow in, and I have a white mat that is 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to put it here on the So Saffron, and then my So Saffron is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. Now remember, guys, I said I had something to tell you, and so I will be telling you this, but I'm going to wait. So you have to watch me with me. So there's my inside. I just wanted that little yellow to come in. We're going to play with this inside here in a little bit and see if we can turn this into a pop-up. And congratulations, that's incredible. First in his class. Oh, that is awesome. Congratulations, Braden, right? That is incredible. Nancy and her husband, I know, and you guys are just so proud. All right, I'm going to do the same with a So Saffron on the front. And I'm going to take the fern that I embossed and put it on the front. Not too babyish looking, but I think when we get done, it will be. I hope. I hope. So here it is. So 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 for the So Saffron. 5 1/4 by 4 even for the white. Now, this is kind of, it's so succulent. And yes, it's a little bit darker, but when you put it next to the mint macaron, it works. We think we get ourselves wrapped up in that we have to match the color exactly. It works, guys, even if it's So Saffron or mint macaron and soft succulent. So I'm going to go on ahead and put my ribbon, because you know me, I have to have ribbon. Part of the reason why I have to have ribbon is I love ribbon, but the other part is that I have a collection of ribbon that is so bad and so big that my husband, if I didn't put a ribbon on every card just about, he'd say, "What the heck, Lola?" I mean, it is unreal how much ribbon I got. Because if one works, I might run out. I better get 3. Okay. Once I put my ribbon down, I can always go back over it. So we had a busy weekend. Our daughter was here and her family. And the girls were hot to trot, like always. Evan and Rachel, our son and his wife, came over, and Jim's mom was here too. So we had a house full. So I'm going to go on ahead, and here's that deckled edge, and I'm going to take the So Saffron and lay on top of it. Just measure the deckled frame that you have, and then take it down by 1/8 of an inch so that you can get another mat in there. It's not very even. So let's start again. So when we are finished today, I have to go out. I have more things to do. I have to go finish more pots. And I'm going to wait on this. Let's go on ahead and put this on with dimensionals. So I hope everyone had a good morning or good weekend. Good morning, Susan. Nice to have you with us today. I think I saw Patty was here, or Patricia was here. Sorry, Patricia. It's a habit of mine to shorten that name. So we're down to day 2 and day 1. Tomorrow, I say goodbye to my kids. We're going to take them outside for our little speech party. And then we go, I clean out my room tomorrow. Okay, the only thing about that is with that ribbon right there, it's not really fastened under here because my dimensionals hit it. So I'm going to come under here and take a glue dot. And I'm going to pop a glue dot underneath the dimensional. And now it's there. I'm going to do the same thing here. I could have done that on the ribbon itself. I'm just going to lay that right there. And now it's there. It's good and tight. Okay? I'm going to set this card off now for a minute. We're going to come back with the little images of the elephant. And we have one here. And we're going to have a couple of balloons coming from his nose, his trunk, his snoozle. Okay. And I want a new greeting. I want a greeting on here. Part of my problem was the greetings that they had, I wasn't wanting for this card. The greetings I have is I'll never forget your kindness. What a happy day. Friends forever. Sweet little one. This one would work, but it's still not quite what I want it to be. So when that happens, guys, go back to your catalog. I keep a copy of my catalog on my desk at all times. It is there when I'm looking for an image that I want to find out if it's going to work with a specific, I need a label and I don't know where I'm going to go. I go in and I start looking through my dies and I find the labels that I want. Little images that I need just a quick little greeting to be popped up. Go back to these pages and look. Today, I needed greetings. I needed a greeting that was going to work for a congratulations about a baby. So I just started going through here and I came across, nothing was looking right. Nothing was getting it. I looked at this one. Super fantastic mega news. Babies are a blessing. I almost went with that one. But I just kept going. And eventually I came to this one here. This one is it's a winter Santa Christmas set. Let's celebrate. But that greeting is going to work perfect for what I want. And then I kept going because I was trying to figure out something babyish. Well, this would work. Happier than happy for you, but I don't have it yet. So it ain't going to work. But this one over here will also work. 52 in the catalog, One Happy Family, has one that is called, where's it at? A Miracle Worth Waiting For. I like that. So that's what we're going to use. So let's celebrate. And I'm going to put it right here in the top corner. I have it somewhere. There it is. Even if you can't find the perfect greeting, go back in your catalog. You can patch one together and find exactly what you want it to say. So Let's Celebrate is going here on this white deckled mat. Let's Celebrate. And then on the inside of the card itself, we're going to use A Miracle Worth Waiting For. Good morning, Jonna. A Miracle Worth Waiting For. Now, since I already have that down, I sure don't want to mess up. So I'm going to put it, try to stamp it even, and hope that I got it straight. That'll work. Okay. All right, cards back off to the side again. Done with the memento. So I'm going to close it up, pop it out for now. It will come back in a minute, but right now I'm going to start with my elephant. So I have this elephant, and I have already colored him in for us because he's going on my front. But I want the balloons. So I'm going to color a yellow balloon and a green balloon to go with my set of my mint macaron. Okay. And I'm going to come back in here. And I could have probably have gotten the color lifter. I'm not always good about remembering the color lifter. I think I have an aversion to it probably still because, you know, it dripped on me and took the color out of a shirt the first time I used it. It was like, what the heck? All right. So let's add a little bit of the darker around the outside edges. And I will go back and blend it in. So Jim's mom was here. She came too for the weekend. This was to make up that we didn't get to have Mother's Day and we didn't get to have Easter because Megan's family was sick. And we had a great time. Elda is here, and Elda she didn't want to be great grandma. That was not her thing. So she said, I want to be Grandma the Great. So that's what she has been, and that came about when Jim's sister, she has a whole bunch of grandkids, and they started calling her Grandma the Great. And so it just sticks, and the kids see her, and they call her Great, Great. All right, so I'm going to come back here and finish with a little more of the dark to give it a roundness to this little balloon. All right, so we've got the front together. Let's put those off to the side. And now I want to come back and do one more stamp. I forgot. So we're going to come back and we're going to take the leaf that is in the stamp set, and we're just kind of come along here like it's the undergrowth of a jungle, okay? Just going to kind of put some leaves in here. And the elephant is going to be walking along. So let's get the mint macaron going. And we're not too far. We just got to color, and then we'll pop that little one in, and I'm going to show you how to make a fun little pop-up card on the inside. And I will share with you my news. So here we go. Just coming along with those and coloring in the veins a little bit. So Jim is on his way back home to his mom's to take her. And then he's a good son. He's also a good husband because he's stopping at my favorite greenhouse because I have a few things that I have not got enough of. So he's going there. Here we go. All right, now I'm going to color this in, and we can get the first together. Pam is like the blending queen. She loves to color. I take it in spurts. I may color, and then I may not color for a while. But I will tell you that our blends are some of the nicest ones to work with. I also love these little pads underneath here, this one. This is the one for the Stamparatus, but it works great for just needing a little pad on this on the screen or whatever without getting one of our big pads. There's that part of the leaf. And on up here. Okay. All right, so now we've got the front. Let's put it on. And we have to color the inside, and we're going to pop up the inside, and you're going to see the cutest little elephant on the inside of the card, if it all goes as according to plan. Okay. So there's that. We're going to pop up our little elephant on some dimensionals. I'm not a big dimensional person. I have some gals that they may put 15 on little things. They are loading them down. And I discovered a long time ago, just as soon as I do and I want to move it, I'll have to cut those dimensionals apart. Okay, and then we're going to put the balloon, and we're going to have it coming out of his little nose there. So let's put a dimensional on it. I'm going to put one dimensional on the balloon, but I'm going to put a glue dot on the string. So it's going to be at different level. Oops, took the paper with it. Still got the sticky. So I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to put that there. And another one. I'm not a big fan of fussy cutting either. Linda Ellis, you're the big fussy cutter, if I'm not mistaken. Didn't they say you used to just love to fussy cut back before we had big shot? I prefer the dies. If I can get the dies, I prefer the dies. Okay, so there's my two balloons. Okay, need a little bit of a ribbon. Well, we'll embellish at the end. Now let's go to the inside. Kind of blah, kind of plain, need a cute little image inside. So we're gonna take this, but we're gonna try and pop it up. So let me color him in real fast and then we'll be done. So my inside of my ears are gonna be dark petal pink. That is my preference for flesh tone. Now that we have the all the different skin tones, that's even best. But when I didn't have a flesh tone, I did not like the ivory flesh tone that they had. It was too bleh for me. All right, so we're gonna start with the elephant, the soft or the smoky slate. And I'm gonna go on ahead and I'm gonna color his edges of his ears like so. You cut for Callie Webster Wilt? What do you do for Callie in her classroom? So we go this way. Johnny, you have a group coming tomorrow for your cards, don't you? On Tuesday at your house. Anxious to hear how that turns out. So we have that. And I'm just going to color in. I'm just going to trace him in. No, coloring's not. It's okay. I mean, a little different. Sometimes you need a different medium. And I'm bad. I didn't spend a lot of time with the watercolors like a lot of them did because I wasn't in very long. The watercolors, they were already being replaced with the blends and different techniques for coloring. Okay. All right. And I'm going to color in his tail. Oh, you cut the laminated things. Well, good for you. Good for you. Tina, are you a fussy cutting person? I don't know, John, if you are or not. Oh, you're making the T cut. That'll be fun, Jonna. Okay, so here we go. Oh, I forgot to go around him in the ears, so I got to go back over that. And try to not color in the eyes. Once this is done, then we just finish the card. We're going to do the pop-up, and we're going to do the embellishment. And then we're completed. So let me color this in pretty fast. I was disappointed in one thing when the annual catalog came out, because we did not add any new colors of blends besides the new in colors. I'd like to have a Mary Merlot. I would like to have a Pacific Point. I would like to have a garden green, but they have yet to give us garden green, and we don't have a pretty garden green for Christmas. Not in a blend. So you said, Tina says she doesn't mind cutting. Okay, and now I need to go back and darken these edges a little more. This line here, that little baby elephant, isn't that cute? A little under here. Okay, and I'm gonna go back and blend that out, and we're gonna pop him up and embellish. Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm gonna set him off to the side. Now, this is the part where it will either work or it won't, guys. You're true, Jonna. She said sometimes it's just easier to fussy cut than have to get out the actual dies in the machine sometimes. And you were right there. Okay, so I have taken a piece of paper, and it can be whatever thickness you want. I wanted it to be thin enough that it would go under my elephant without being seen. So I believe this is 3/4, and it is 3 inches long. And I cut it so that 3/4 wide, 3 inches long, and then I scored it with 3/4 mark. So I have one section 3/4, 1, and 1. So I have 4 pieces, and either this will work or this will not. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take my glue, because I think the glue is stronger than the tape runners, and I want this to stay in place. Boy, my glue's not wanting to come out. There it comes. I have to be careful because I don't want it to over squirt and get too much, and then it oozes out. Okay. Perfect, it landed right. Okay. So I am going to take this one section, and I'm going to tag it right there. Okay? Vicky says, we always make something cute out of the sets I didn't think I cared for. I know, Vicky. But there was something about this little elephant. He was just stinking cute. So I'm going to do the same thing with this piece right here. I'm going to fold it back, and I'm only going to put the glue here. And again, I don't want it to ooze, so I've got to kind of be careful that I don't get too much. In fact, that might be a little bit, so I'm going to let it sit for a second. Okay. Make sure it doesn't ooze too much. And then I'm going to fold this down and press. Oh, I should just hold it in place. Just hold it in place. And there I have my little box. See my little box? I did not make an actual box. I could have made it a little longer and overlapped it, but to me, it was just gonna work as easy doing it this way. So there, can you see the box? Have I got my card standing where you can see it? Okay, good. So now I'm gonna take this little teeny tiny elephant and I'm gonna pop him up on a dimensional down below. And I'm going to pop him right here on this. So when I open my card, I have a little pop-up. Is that not cute? And nothing to it. Absolutely nothing to it. Simply added that there. Let's come back and embellish it. I'm gonna add a little bit of a ribbon. So I debated yesterday, I was like, okay, what color card? I'm gonna do Pool Party and Petal Pink, because you don't know, this is a baby that's coming. Didn't know which one to do since it's just announced, so baby coming. And this morning I woke up and it's like, nope, mint macaron, so saffron. Okay, we also are going to come over here and we used the soft succulent ribbon with mint macaron, but it works. I'm going to go on ahead and do the same thing. These are the in color opals that came out, and this is actually soft succulent, but it's going to work just fine with mint macaron. Well, if I can just get the thing to turn over. And I know I forgot my pick die. Forgot my take the pick die. And this one here, that is pale papaya, but doesn't it have a yellow enough tint that it's light enough and it picks up the yellow so saffron? And there's my cute card, guys. Let's celebrate a miracle worth waiting for that is going to be coming January of 2023. Our son and Rachel, his wife, they have announced that they're going to have a baby, and we are so excited. So excited. Evan and Rachel, they are in their mid-30s, and we weren't sure. You know, I think they're both very happy with the way things are going in their lives, and we just weren't sure. But they decided to surprise us, and they had Miss Fiona. Everybody was gathered and everybody was together, and Miss Fiona came in and she went to Rachel and she said, when am I going to get to meet my cousin? And that's when we all knew that we had it. Actually, I knew a week ago, but we've been holding back. And Megan said, is this why you have not talked to me all week long on the phone? Yes. Because Megan and I cannot keep secrets from each other. We are bad. So anyhow, there it is. Let's celebrate a miracle worth waiting for. Congratulating our son and our daughter-in-law, who we love like a daughter, that they're going to have their first baby in January. So say prayers for them, all right? Keep them in your thoughts and prayers for a healthy baby. And guys, there's my card for today. The elephants with the pop-up. Cute, cute, cute. All right, take care. God bless. See you later. Bye-bye.